What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to take some shots with a new pistol from Bear Creek. This is their Grizzly 101. It's their full-size Glock clone, modeled directly after the Glock 17. You can see they share a lot of the same features. Oversized safety, it's got the bigger rail on the front. This one has the lightning cut on the top of the barrel, and it's also cut for an optic. So let's take a closer look at these. Now, being a Glock clone, this will take any full-size Glock mag. It comes with 2 of the Korean-made KCI mag, 17 rounds. Seem to fit just fine. You can run any full-size Glock mag, which is probably be my mag of choice. Got this mag pull mag. We'll see how it runs. It's done just fine in every other Glock. And if you don't feel like reloading, the Glock stick mags also fit. Now, breakdown of the Grizzly is the same as any other Glock. Make sure we're clear. Pull the trigger, pull back on the takedown. There you go. Same thing on the Grizzly. Take it back, pull down, comes off. Compare the two there. Just so far, kind of what I've noticed, there's some sharper edges on the Grizzly compared to the Glock. You can still see some machine marks. Just all the edges are rounded. This one's a little more square. But, I mean, for half the price, that's kind of what I was expecting. But let's get these back together, see how they shoot. I made a comment earlier about the smoother edges on the original Glock compared to the Grizzly, which I wouldn't mind, especially when it's at the price it's at, but you are going to have to watch my holster. See, the Glock fits nicely, comes in and out. When I tried the Grizzly, fits nicely, but it won't come out. You see that squared edge of that rail catches on the leather. Now, you're not going to get this with every holster, but just wanted to make that note that that bigger edge on that rail could cause some issues with some of your holsters. Gonna run a little bit of everything through this, see if we can find what it likes, maybe it doesn't like. Got plenty of 115 full metal jackets, got 124s, 147s, and some 150s from Federal, as well as some hollow points. I picked up this Glock mag loader. It's made by Unorthodox Designs. Picked this up over at Gun Mag Warehouse. These save your fingers on those long range days or when you're running the competition and reloading a lot. Just go bullet tip down and press. You load these up pretty quick. These are a big time saver and save your fingers when you're out at the range all day. First shots, here we go. Isn't that good? These are the KCI mags that came with it. Sights seem to be pretty close to on. Let's shoot a few back to back with the Glock 17. Same mag, same ammo. Back. That was the mag pull mag. Very similar. Like I said, this trigger is just a tad heavier. Other than that, they feel very much alike. Run some of these flat nose Federals through it. These are the 124s. Okay. And the 147s. Let's see. Had a hang up. Can't really tell what happened. Just locked back on it. couple more of the 147s. Go. See if it likes these lipstick red Federal 150s. Those are definitely softer shooting. Trigger didn't reset on that. See if it likes these 147 grain hollow points. At that time the trigger, it didn't reset, it just did. Yeah, see, it did it again. If I keep pulling, I bet it'll fire. See? So they're feeding fine, but that's twice now. Yeah, we're clear. That trigger, it feels like it'll reset. I don't know if it's getting caught on that little safety or what. This trigger started a little heavier than the Glock, and I hoped it would smooth out a little, but it's actually gotten worse. That last sandbag test, it was real heavy trigger pull and just a very sloppy reset. So took it in, took it apart. Now I oiled the rails and everything before we started. Put this trigger down here. I noticed when I moved the trigger back and forth, it was just a little gritty. So put a drop of oil on each side, and now it feels exactly the same as the Glock trigger. Very positive reset. And I tested both on the trigger age. They're both pulling just over 5 pounds. So I was happy to see that. If you have an issue with the trigger, be sure to oil that back trigger piece. Much better after oiling that trigger. Much more positive reset. Alright, here's the results from the Glock. I did a 25 yard off the sandbag, 7-shot group, shot just over 3 inches. The Grizzly actually shot a little better, a 228, and that was before I oiled the trigger with that heavier trigger. So barrels are good on these. They're definitely plenty accurate. Here's how we're looking after about 210 rounds, I believe I counted. Once we got the little trigger hiccup fixed, this thing has been 100% reliable. It hung up on one of the 147s there in the beginning, and I had a couple instances where that trigger didn't reset. But as soon as I got some oil there in the trigger, it's been just fine ever since. Now these list for $299, so about half the price of a Glock. You know, I would be pretty torn between a used Glock and one of these just for a truck gun, something to leave stored somewhere, stuff like that. Would I use it for my main personal defense? No, but I don't think that's what it's meant to be. That's not who they were going after with the price. Now, if you go in expecting just a full-on Glock competitor, when you buy this, you're going to be disappointed just in the fit and finish. Some of the controls, the mag release is not, it doesn't protrude quite as much, so I've had a couple of mags hang up, and then the slide release is pretty tough. You almost have to push in and down on it a little. Sometimes if I just press down, see I'm hitting it. So little things like that, but like I said, for half the price, not bad. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I'll continue to shoot this, keep you updated. we'll see you in the next video.